everyone. Today we are gonna see about Scottish Chaucerians. Welcome to NetZD and HelpNet aspirants. Welcome you all for the today's PPT on Scottish Chaucerians. Scottish literature began towards the beginning of the century with the King James I of Scotland. Scottish literature has begun with James I of Scotland. The first phase was followed by James I, and second phase was followed by three poets like Robert Henryson, William Dunbar, and Gavin Douglas. So these are the three people. So they are called Scottish Chaucerians, and they are called Scottish Chaucerians because they followed the style of Chaucer. So Scottish Chaucerians, James' work and in his work The King's Squire represents the first phase of Chaucerians. James I as represented in his work The King's Squire, that represents the first phase of Chaucerians. The poems of Robert Henryson, William Dunbar, and Gavin Douglas represents the second phase of Scottish Chaucerians. James I, has written a work called The King's Squire. It is a short series of courtly love poems written in rhyme royal stanzas. Robert Henryson wrote Testament of Cresside, and it's the Testament of Cresside. It's continuing, and it's a critical rewriting of Chaucer's Troilus and Cresside. And next we are coming to William Dunbar. William Dunbar's The Testis includes many ironic gestures that recall the wife of Bath. Other works of William Dunbar include Lament for the Malaria. Do remember these things. The Two Married Women and the Widow. The Thistle and the Roys of James Dog. The Driggery of Dunbar. Next we are seeing about Gavin Douglas. The Palace of Honor is loosely based on the House of Fame of Geoffrey Chaucer. Gavin Douglas has also translated the Virgil's Aeneid, Aeneid. It's called Aeneid. It's the first complete translation of Aeneid into Anglian language. Next, continued works of Gavin Douglas. They are Palace of Honor, Aeneid. Palace of Honor, the work is dedicated to James IV. King he has dedicated. The other poems of Gavin Douglas are King Heart and Conscience. It's a conscience. The poem is a very short 4-stanza poem. It subject the conscience that men first clipped away the corn from conscience to leave signs and no mire. Then they lost sea and nothing but ends, the screws, riches and gear. Next poem is King Heart. King Heart is a poem of doubtful accreditation. The Palace of Honor. It is a later allegory and such of high literary merit. Its subject is human life told in the allegory of the King Heart in his castle, surrounded by his 5 servitors, the censors, Queen Pleasance, Forsyth, and other courtiers. The poem runs to over 900 lines and is written in 8-line stanzas. The text is preserved in the Maitland folio manuscript in the Pepsian Library, Cambridge. It is not known to have been printed before 1786, when it appeared in Pinkerton's Ancient Scottish Poems. Next is Robert Henryson. Works of Robert Henryson. There are the Moral Fabulists of Aesop the Phrygian. The Testament of the Cresside is a narrative poem of 616 lines. Do remember these things in Middle Scots, written by the 15th century Scottish marker Robert Henryson. It is his best known poem. It imagines a tragic fate for Cressida in the medieval story of Troilus and Cresside, which was left untold in Geoffrey Chaucer's version. In Geoffrey Chaucer's version, it was untold, the Troilus and Cresside story. The Fox, the Wolf, and the Husbandman is actually a poem written by him, and it's a poem by this 15th century Scottish poet Robert Henryson, and part of his collection of moral fables known as Moral Fabulists of Aesop the Phrygian. It is written in Middle Scots. Next is continued works of Robert Henryson. Robin and McKinney is a short poem by the 15th century Scottish marker Robert Henryson. It is an early example of Scottish pastoral. It's actually a Scottish pastoral, type of pastoral. It's written in a form of ballad stanza and is almost unique of its kind. The Tale of the Cook and the Jasp. It's a Middle Scots version of Aesop's fable. The Cock and the Jewel by the 15th century Scottish poet Robert Henryson. It is the first in Henryson's collection, known as the Moral Fables of Aesop the Phrygian. The Cook and the Jasp is framed by a prologue, and it has a moralities and as the first poem in the collection. It operates on a number of levels and all in its parts to introduce the larger cycle. Thank you all for listening to this video on Scottish Chaucerians. With regards, NetSet Dream YouTube channel and HelpNet Aspirants YouTube channel. If you want to get the video, just subscribe to us at NetSet Dream WhatsApp group and Telegram group. The video, the PPTs will be posted in the WhatsApp group. You can get it from there.